So we've reviewed Starscream, Soundwave, Shockwave, Megatron, and Blitzwing. Why don't we step it up a notch? But before we do, I'd like to give a big thank you for the over 15 plus people who have subscribed to the channel. I appreciate it all, and thank you. Back to the video. But how can we step it up a notch, Mr. the absolute best Transformers fan? Well, I'll tell you, dear viewer. Allow me to introduce to you show reviews. That's right, an entire show reviewed. These videos might be a bit longer than usual. Anyways, of course, since this is the first video of this type of content, let's look at the first show of Transformers, known as G1. G1 was released in September of 1984 and was a smash hit. Everyone loved the war between the Autobots and Decepticons, and well, they made their money and everyone enjoyed it. Of course, G1 is not the best show, but it's what started it all. This show will later become what is the foundation of every single Transformers show going forward. Two factions, mainly Autobots and Decepticons, are at war. That's really it. This show's art style is classical and screamy 1980s, and their designs are the ones I use for the channel mostly. Of course, this show brought a trainload of fans excited for new episodes to release, and it even sparked its own movie. I won't be going into the plot because it's kinda everywhere. There is a main timeline of events, but it's a really random show. What, don't believe me? There's an episode of them literally playing baseball. Baseball! Cybertronians playing baseball! Before I get myself carried away, let's move on. G1 is definitely not perfect, but let me pick the bits and pieces I love about the show. Ahem, number 1 Starscream, number 2 Soundwave, number 3 Shockwave, number 4 Megatron, number 5 Blitzwing. Wait a second. I've already done this! Alright, actually now. I love the fresh ideas that the show brought, and for 1984, this show was nuts, and well, I'm just glad it existed. Can you imagine the world without Transformers? I'd be able to buy a flipping mansion for Prime's sake. Now, let's talk about what I hear about G1 the most. The 1986 movie. Now, before we talk about everything else, let me get this out of the way. Get out of the way when you're told to, Hot Rod! Anyways, the movie's pretty good, besides them killing off every single memorable character. But, Purple Megatron, I will save Galvatron for another video. He is special to my heart. On another note, Starscream, no! This movie dares to kill the absolute best Transformers character ever. Have I clarified this frame means I'm talking yet? Fun fact, this frame is used the most in every video, in case you haven't realized yet. But they dare kill Starscream off? Starscream? You will hear from my lawyers, do you understand me? Do you understand? Anyways, Season 3, maybe that's good. Maybe Season 4? Why is Optimus here? What? Man, I need to watch a good show. Where's Transformers Animated? Oh, there we go. A good show with an actual timeline of sorts. Peace at last. This show is definitely not polished, and that's actually why I kind of like it. Not my favorite show by far, but it's where it all started, from the messy story to the random characters. This is where it all began, so we can thank G1 for that. And we as Transformers fans should be thankful for such a show, to bring such a neat idea into reality of everyone's televisions in the 80s. And hey, if you're not even a Transformers fan and you just clicked on this video, I strongly encourage you to watch G1. It'll give you a good first impression, even after all my whining. I'm sure you'll like it. Everything has a beginning, and this is what started it all for the Transformers. Oh hey, we got to the end of the video. Well, if you like this content, make sure to subscribe for future content. It's very much appreciated. And if you want, also check out previous videos on the channel. That's all for now. See you in the next video.